Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Tstartalks Show, your guide to building strong and lasting relationships. My name is Tista and I'm your amazing host on today's episode of the Tstartalks Show. Today's topic is one of a kind, and it is definitely going to be insightful for both men and women. As a man, there are some qualities that its presence elevates you and attracts you to women. This being said, if you flip it too, there are some qualities that also repels women from you, and its presence in your life, yes, makes women want to run, and even any woman in her right senses should run. On today's episode of the Tstartalks Show, I'm going to be taking you on an eye-opening ride which says 8 bad attributes your man must not possess, and it's also fine to say 8 bad attributes you shouldn't possess as a man. Actually, I am going to make sure that these points are so cogent that the presence of these 8 bad attributes, or one of these 8 bad attributes, would make a man totally unmarriageable. And if you go into marriage with this type of man, it is going to be to your own detriment. Please take your pen and jot some points down as I go deep into it. Top 1 on the list on today's episode of the Tstartalks Show is he is very rude. This type of man is very condescending. He insults you at every slight opportunity given. In fact, he finds it easy to insult you, lambast you. He doesn't even stop there. He insults your friends, he insults your people. In fact, he lambasts your parents. You find it easy to hurl insults at your parents right in your presence, and you just know that there is nothing you can do to caution him. That's how he is. He disregards you in every aspect possible. In fact, he talks to people anyhow he pleases. He talks down on you and insults you. At every of your slight mistakes, he insults you. Even if this type of man is wealthy, if he has money, you should know that he is very unmarriageable. Going into marriage with this type of man is to your own detriment. Top 2 on the list is he is very self-centered. Everything about the relationship is him, and him. Yes, I want to believe that we all love ourselves, and yes, that's just a normal thing. But in this case, he's very selfish with his decisions. He only cares about himself, his progress, and his decisions. Even if those decisions are going to be detrimental to you, he doesn't see you at all. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't even. In fact, his decisions, he makes them as if he's single. Yes, in this type of relationship, you just keep bending until you break into two. You can never be seen with this type of man. He only sees himself. He's very self-centered with everything. Top 3 on the list is he lacks self-control. These are the category of men that would cheat. The difference between someone who cheats and someone who doesn't is the lack of self-control and the presence of self-control. Some men even say all men cheat. If you find yourself with this type of man, there is a lot of faulty foundation there. Some men even say, I'm just fully keen with those girls, those young girls, they are the main girl. There is a lot of deceit going on there. Don't be shocked to find out that he got married, or he suddenly got married, he left the country, or simply broke up and left. You cannot afford to get married to spend the rest of your life with a man who definitely lacks self-control. The list is he is very wicked. These are the category of men that are women beaters. These are the type of men you've heard that they've thrown their wives out of the marriage right in the middle of the night because of a strange woman. I'm not talking about the men that found out that they are not the owner of their children. No, I'm talking about the men that sent their wives out of the house because of a strange woman. These are the type of men that would use you for ritual if things go south for them. These are the type of men that would leave you, forsake you in sickness. These are the type of men you've seen them do worst things. You've seen, yes, because they have money, you feel it's okay, or maybe because they are backing it up with a little bit of care or love. Or yes, they are spoiling you, feel it's okay. No, you are seeing the signs. This type of men are very, very wicked. When you hurt them, you hurt them not intentionally. I mean, they react in a very wicked way. Maybe they just beat you to react. Maybe they embarrass you. In fact, I'm not talking that's they just do outrageous things. They react in a wicked way. You just see it. Your subconsciousness is telling you that yes, this thing is a very bad. Men doesn't do these things, but because of that little money, don't be carried away. He's not a marriageable man. If you go into marriage with such a person, it is going to be to your own detriment. Don't let anyone deceive you. Wicked people truly exist. Top 5 on the list is it gives you double signals. A lot of ladies are very indecisive when it comes to this type of relationship. Trust me, they can feel it, but they just don't know what to do. Yes, in this type of relationship, today, it showers you with love, care, and attention. It loves bomb you. And then tomorrow, it shows you opposite. It shows you hatred and treats you as if you are disgusting. Most of the time, they do these things to get your attention. I mean, they shower you with love, care to get something from you. It can be either money, help, solution to their problems, etc. Yes, they do these things, and then when they've gotten it, they leave and shows you then you'll be the one to run after them and beg for their attention. That's double signal. And trust me, when you hear that a man says, oh, I dated her for 5 years and then I'm no longer interested in the relationship, it was there. That type of sign was there. That's the type of man he is. If a man gives you double signal, you don't even need to overthink it. That's enough reason to have a conversation about it with your man and discuss it with him. Or better still, break up immediately. Yes, it's better. A broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. You can't afford to even spend the rest of your life in a marriage with a man that doesn't love you. Top 6 on the list is he lacks empathy. Actually, this is one quality that your man must never have. This type of men, you'll be dying right in their presence and they would not just care. This type of men, when you are sick, they call you lazy and they challenge you on about why you are not even active when they are supposed to actually help around in the house. This type of men, I've actually seen a situation whereby a man left his pregnant wife at home for 3 days and then only for something happened. The nurse had to actually punish him by making him watch his wife give birth. The man actually loves his wife according to what happened. So it brought him back to his senses that, wow, so childbirth experience is so painful like this. So this type of men, even if you try to communicate your feelings, your emotions to them, your needs and wants wouldn't even be his priority because he can't be kind because he lacks empathy. It's just natural. He doesn't have empathy. You can't even afford to spend the rest of your life with someone who doesn't care, who lacks empathy. Top 7 on the list is he lies a lot. Yes, I'm going to be very brief on this point. Have you ever seen a man? Naturally, he's not even lying to you, but then he lies to other people a lot. He's very conniving and then he keeps lying. And you just know that this guy is a liar and you're in a relationship with him. Might be he's wealthy, he's rich, but don't you think that is a very big red flag? Can you afford to really spend the rest of your life with this type of man? This type of man is absolutely is keeping something very, very, very big from you. This type of men are the ones that you get married to them and then you realize that they are married somewhere. You realize that they have kids they didn't tell you. There are a lot of things that are actually surrounding this type of men that you might never know. They even encourage you to lie. So this is you can't afford to be with a man who lies. 8, which is my final point, he doesn't listen. This type of man, you can't even afford to be with a man who does not listen to you. You are going to be a wife. You are going to be in a position that a wife position is a position that really matters most, that really matters to the husband. Likewise, the husband matters to the wife. So husband and wife needs to be able to really listen to each other. But in a situation whereby your husband, your man that you are in a relationship with now doesn't even listen to you, and the funny thing is that at the end of the day, what you have advised him that he didn't listen to is going to make mistakes, and you both are going to be affected. Those type of men, if you get married to them, they will always put you in trouble. They will always put you in trouble. So you need a man who can listen to you. He needs to be able to listen. It's a father must be able to listen to his children. A mother must be able to listen to her children. The children must be able to listen to the parents. You need to be able to listen. So if you are with a man that doesn't listen, that is a very bad attribute. And I want to put an additional point to it. I had a conversation with a man. He believes women are not good people. This type of men are very, very broken about they have been broken. A woman must have, in fact, I mean several women must have broken this type of man's heart for him to make mention of the statement. I had to even try to make him understand that no, it's actually both ways. Some women will even tell you what they have experienced about men. It is very, very bad. But still they believe that there are still good men out there. And likewise, some men have actually experienced something bad from women, and they still believe that there are good women out there. They were just somehow not lucky around that particular time. Yes, a lot of people who get married today, do you know that they've had their own bad share of the dance of a relationship, but they still manage to search through it all and proceed to the marriage aspect. So this type of men, if you find yourself with them, you just keep trying to prove a point to them. They would not see the good in you. Even if you are a very good person, they won't see the good in you because they have been broken, they have been battered by life's experience. This type of men had even recognized that they see a therapist. If you are this type of man, please, I need you to see a therapist. And that is a wrap on today's episode of the Tstartalks Show. I really enjoyed it. I find it very insightful. I'm very happy to share I'm very happy to share my thoughts with you, and with a lot of researches that I've made. I'm very sure you find it very beneficial and insightful, educative, and yes, it's worth sharing. If you are watching this show and if you are in a relationship and you are watching this show alone, you are making a mistake, because it takes two to tango. If you are watching my show, I'm sure your relationship will definitely be working. So somehow you might find out you might be the only one who is making the relationship work. So if you are sharing this show with your partner, I'm very sure both of you and everything is just going to be balanced. You will not be the only one benefiting and putting up the energy and the required condiments to make your relationship work. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. And then thanks for watching the Tstartalks Show. Keep learning, keep going, and keep building relationships that last. Until next time, please stay connected. I love you all. Bye.